It's the Sean Widmer Podcast. It's a journal by someone that just really doesn't like to write.
Hey, the Blazers won last night in the middle of the night. Oh, welcome to the podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, the Blazers are 3-2, baby. And Denny Advida is our hero. He is our hero. Thank you, Denny, for being our hero. That game ended in the middle of the night last night. Anyways, today on the podcast, I have things to talk about. We're going to look at comments. I said today was going to be comments cast. I have not opened them yet. So I wanted to do the majority just reacting to comments. If there's just one comment, we'll react to that. But there is one thing I wanted to get off my chest before we get into comments. And by one thing, I think I mean three things. Let's start here. I was driving tonight to get a beverage for my wife. And we will talk about that in a second because I got something for myself also. And I was like, why not? Why the heck not? And it led to the thing I'm thinking of. So this is going to be three things that happened just right before recording the podcast. By the way, I'm going to try to stay focused tonight. I've got Victor Wembanyama over on the side screen tonight as the Spurs are playing the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat are pretty good. They're not really challenging Wemby. It's into the second quarter. He has 0 blocks. They're just not challenging Wemby. That's just how I think that's going to be the play. If Wemby is near you, don't challenge him. Move the ball around to someone who's far, far away from him, or he's going to block your shot. So anyhow, that's whatever. Sports. I'm driving to the gas station, and of course it's nighttime. It's dark. It's scary, man. I'm scared. Spooked out of my mind, guys. What if I get abducted, right? What if I get abducted by aliens? But I didn't, and so I'm driving and I'm looking at all the Halloween decorations. And I think we all know something happened where those big skeletons must have gone on sale somewhere, and everyone has the big skeletons. The 12-foot tall ones, just the big old boys and girls. And I like them. I don't dislike them at all. I think they're great. I think they're fun. There's like one down the street where it's 2 of the big skeletons walking a skeleton dog. It's whatever. They aren't my favorite, but I don't dislike them. I've already talked about the fact I like inflatable Halloween stuff. So there's some good inflatable ones around the area that I like. I love ones that move. There's a Mickey Mouse down the street where he's in a jack-o'-lantern and he goes down into it and he pops up out of it. And I love it. It's great. But I think my favorite Halloween decoration is ghosts. There are 3 houses that I pass by either early in the morning driving my daughter to school or if I'm on this late night soda pop run to the gas station. And they have awesome ghosts in their front yard. One of them has 3 ghosts prominently featured. And then up by their porch, they've got smaller, they look plasticky, but they're lit up really bright ghosts. But the ones in the yard are bigger. And it's like they have the sheet over some kind of stand that's underneath it, but they look really good. It's like the sheet isn't just a sheet. It is a fabric that has been molded into the ghost shape, but also looks flowy. I don't know. Maybe they're real ghosts. Maybe they're real ghosts, actually. I haven't thought about that until just now. But I think ghosts in the yard are my favorite Halloween decoration. I love passing by these houses. It's great. But why would we talk about Halloween? And this is going to be for those of you watching on Spotify, the video on Spotify or on YouTube. Why would we talk about Halloween on October 30th? Although you're listening to this probably on the 31st, happy Halloween, when it's Christmas, according to Diet Coke. Holding up my 20-ounce Diet Coke that I snagged for myself. Santa Claus right there on the front. Because nothing says happy Halloween quite like Santa Claus. My favorite Halloween decoration, Santa Claus. I thought I chuckled. I went to the Diet Coke and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. That is absolutely jolly old Saint Nick. So October 30th, I got myself a Christmas Coke because we just screw you, Thanksgiving. We're over it. We are over it. You're done. You are Christmas kickoff. That's just what. No, it's not even Christmas kickoff. Halloween is Christmas kickoff. So I guess Thanksgiving is now Christmas halftime show. That's what it is. Christmas kickoff is October 30th. And then tomorrow night is like opening ceremonies for Christmas. I'm recording this on the 30th. So Halloween is the opening ceremonies. And then that third or fourth Thursday, what is it? Third Thursday of the month of November. That is now Christmas halftime show. And then Christmas. So that's where we're at. And I'm cool with it because Christmas is my favorite time of the year. So let's just extend it. Let's make it happen. We are now 2 months of Christmas. Hallelujah. Happy birthday, Jesus. When I was at the gas station, as this is the episode, I teased and I'm going to stick to it. The entire episode, your favorite 15-minute podcast, the entire episode tonight is going to be based on the comments that we got from last episode. So if you're looking for anything else, you're not going to get it tonight. It's just going to be the comments. I'm at the gas station and I noticed something when I was paying for the beverages and I was like, this is who I am. This little bit of commentary leads nowhere. When I was driving back from the gas station thinking about talking about this in the podcast, I was like, a really good podcaster or speaker would tell this thing about themselves who's dying of a cough, would tell this about themselves, and then they would say something extremely motivational, or they would wrap the story up nicely with some kind of joke or something, right? John Crist would really get you giggling. Nate Bargatze would have you like have to pinch the pee so it doesn't come out. You'd be giggling so hard. Not me. I have access in my life to some nicer things. Okay? Here's my big example. And then we'll get to what I saw at the gas station. My big example would have been the other night, my wife's out of town. I had got for my birthday a DoorDash gift card. And it was enough where I could have pretty much ordered any food and gone and picked it up or had it delivered. And it could have been any nice food, right? What do you want? What do I want? The world is my oyster. And I wanted something in particular. And so I'm looking around. I'm seeing all these things. Nice, good foods. Do you know what I wanted more than anything? And I got it. And it was the most satisfying of any of the stuff I saw on DoorDash. I drove to the grocery store and got pizza rolls. Totino's pizza rolls. That's what I got. And I came home and made a fistful of Totino's pizza rolls, and they were better than any steak that I could have got, any pizza. The fanciest restaurant in Lexington, could have gone to it and got a really nice dinner, great sides, great appetizers, an amazing, like a steak or something. I would not have liked that nearly as much as I liked pizza rolls. I am a man who enjoys not even simple things, but like just a tittle tiny bit lower than simple. Okay. What sparked this, you ask? Well, obviously the pizza rolls, but I was at the gas station. I'm paying for my Christmas Coke as we are in the middle of Christmas kickoff here on October 31st. The Christmas opening ceremonies is tonight with all the kids running around. Very excited for that. And so I'm grabbing this. I'm waiting for the guy behind the cash register to pop his head up and I can pay, but he's working on something behind the cash register. He is restocking the area behind the cash register, which has the cigarettes, the tobacco cans, and the Swisher Sweets. Now, when I was in college, I'm not a drug guy. And when I was in college, I was not a drinker. I didn't drink at all. So I didn't like any of those things. So if I had buddies who were like drinkers, I was like, I didn't care. But I'm holding it right here. I was a soda pop guy. A soda pop to me was the best. I was in it for flavor, man. I was in it for flavor. And to me, the flavor of a soda pop is unmatched. But, excuse me, in college, it's cool, man. It's cool. Cigars are cool. And the cigars are cool as you get older. You know, as you get older, you've got like my father-in-law really likes a good cigar. Some of the people I work with like really good cigars. People like cigars. But in college, you know, you go to the gas station, you got $5 and you get yourself a Mountain Dew and some Swisher Sweets. And you smoke these Swisher Sweets and you think, I am as cool as the Fonz. Okay? Or any other person who was cool on TV that looked like they smoked cigarettes after the 1970s show Happy Days. Okay? So, Swisher Sweets. They are nasty and terrible. I love them. I don't get them. I haven't had one in years and years and years. I think we get them once a year, maybe. I said years and years and years. I think we got them a couple of years ago on a golf trip. And that's like where they will pop up, is on a golf trip with the fellas. And it's like kind of a joke. Here's some Swisher Sweets. And I'm like, ha, 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 ha. It's so funny. And I'm so excited. And so that's where I'm at. I'm somebody who finds the most joy. And it's not like I'm joyful because it's cheap. I find the most joy with the simplest things. Totino's Pizza Rolls, Swisher Sweets. This is your favorite 15-minute there, and that right there, that moment is where John Chris makes a joke that you go, man, that guy is so funny. Nate Bargatze, you freaking dirty dog. You freaking dirty dog. You're so clever. And I'm just like, done with the story. I smoked 6 Swisher Sweets through my Totino's Pizza Roll filter. It's not as, and we're working on it. Once I get to 10,000 hours, I'm going to revisit this podcast and crush that joke. I'm just going to absolutely freaking knock it out of the park. So you get ready for that, everyone. Let's read the comments. That's what this episode is. Reading comments and reacting to them. You can do that over on Spotify, where we find tonight some comments here. Spokane Ian says this. Wemby is the talent we should have had with LeBron, but the reality is LeBron got beat by a retired Jordan, basically a more athletic Shaq. The only claim to fame he's got is lasting. That's it. His 6th season when he started putting on mass. When Jordan and Kobe got beat, they adapted to their opponent's tactics. They did go double up. They did go double or triple their size and kept playing the same game. Jordan gave up his stake in his team to prove the team what he told them could be done and made them playoff ready. Okay, Ian, we're fighting now. Because I'm an MJ guy. I think MJ is the best basketball player of all time. But I think LeBron is right behind him at number 2. I think that is, and I think it's like not even questionable. I think they are the 2 best basketball players of all time. And Wemby is going to be better than all of them. No, Wemby's on his way to be in the discussion. He just is. LeBron's so good at basketball, dude. LeBron is so stinking good at basketball. I am a Kobe lover. If you know me, you know I freaking love Kobe Bryant. I love Kobe. And I loved him when he was the biggest ball hog in the history of basketball. And I loved him through the years where it was kind of his style was ruining basketball. I just loved him. I loved his attitude. I loved his competitive nature. One of my favorite things was when one of my best friends, Rob Sacre, got to play with the Lakers and got to play with Kobe. It was always fun because I would see Rob after the season was done and I would just get Kobe stories. Holy cow, the Discord's popping off. I would just get Kobe stories. And I loved that. I love that. I'm gonna close Discord out here and hopefully that stops the dings. But I love Kobe. But even as a Kobe fan, I'm like, yeah, LeBron's better than Kobe. He's so good. And he's just like sees the floor well. He understands the game very well. He sets teammates up extremely well. He probably sets teammates up better than MJ did. MJ may be more of a killer. But I think that's going to be close. Man, LeBron's really freaking good. I'm an MJ guy, though. It's been so fun seeing MJ with NBC doing some of the pregame stuff for the NBC games. It's different because it's not like in-studio stuff like Charles Barkley and Shaq and Kenny. It's like Mike Tirico interviews MJ. And I don't know, maybe he gets to the point where like he's all over the place. I don't know. Anyways. Yvonne says this. Thank you, Ian. Spokanean, thank you. I was talking to Spokanean today about Claire Obscura on Discord. Maybe that was him who hit me up right there. Thank you. Ian, I always like when we get a little chat on Discord. I always enjoy that. Why does Discord always pop up the notification if I want to switch my microphone? How many times do I have to click do not ever ask me ever again in the history of life if I want to switch my microphone? And then it asks me the next time I turn my computer on. So it doesn't seem like that feature is working, Discord. Yvonne says, I'm glad the kids like the root beer floats. My favorite as a kid. Don't drink pop anymore, so I haven't had one for a while. I sometimes prefer the 30 minutes. Let's just mute it. I sometimes prefer the 30 minutes than the 15. I listen to 1 hour or more. I listen to 1 hour or more podcast. I'm going to do 20 minutes of coughing this episode, which will be great. Well, this one is just like the rest of them, Yvonne, is 15 minutes. I haven't done a 30-minute one in a while. I think we've been on the dot 30 minutes, I think, for the last like 750 episodes, which is a pretty good streak, if you ask me. But, you know, to each his own. My Discord is just blowing up. What is dinging so much? Where is the dinging coming from? I'm not seeing it. Anyhow, again, let's react to this. Root beer floats. Kids loved them. I'm jealous you don't drink pop anymore. I really wish I didn't. I am addicted to it forever and ever. Amen. I love beverages. I love them. So I want to go make a root beer float right now. I've got a D&D game online coming up in 20 minutes, 10 o'clock, with folks with Jerky Dan from Spokane, his group. We're playing online. I'm not a regular for this one, but he asked if I would play tonight. I was super excited. Made a character. I made a level 5. I like the voice that I make. Well, I'm actually really excited about this. Let me make fun of myself real quick. I made a level 5 life cleric life domain subclass. And I'm real excited because I want to try to use the new 2024 rules, Spirit Guardians. Now, I make fun of that with that voice, but I need you to understand I'm really freaking excited to play this character tonight and use Spirit Guardians. Like, really excited. I'm going to get into the game. We're not going to be in combat. The dungeon master, she's gonna say, okay, you guys find yourself in an orphanage filled with innocent, wonderful children. What do you do? And I'm Spirit Guardians, and every one of the kids takes 3d8 damage. They're all dead. And that's going to be terrifying and awful, but I'm excited to use Spirit Guardians. So, don't at me at all. Let's see. Over on YouTube, where our other comment lies. I love the comment episode. We should do more of these, where it's just all reading and reacting to comments. Roberta, because it's the laziest form of podcasting. And that's all we did this episode, because I started it by telling you a story about my life and then not landing the airplane. Truly just putting the not even crash landing the airplane. The airplane took off and I was telling a story about me, and I like below simple things. I made up a word, tiddly tattly or something like that. And then I didn't even crash the airplane. The airplane just vanished. I pretended like the airplane didn't exist, and it was just gone. And somewhere out there, Nate Bergetsky is like, this poor schmuck. Roberta says this over on YouTube. Glad you are doing some check-in with your wife. That is very important. The fact that Halloween is Friday this year really helps for trunk or treats early, I think. Sounds like I need to check out some NBA, and no, the Polo story was new. The whole time I was telling that Polo story, I was like, I've told this story before. I hadn't. I'm just going crazy. And I thought maybe I'd done it on Patreon. If you go to my Patreon, you can get a new video every day. I'm about to record that right now. But you get a new video every day. Just some quick thoughts. I think they're fun. You may think they're dumb. And we're all, Bob's your uncle. What if Bob's your uncle is a great saying. I know there's Bobs out there, but I feel like no one's uncle is really named Bob. So that's why Bob's your uncle works. Because it doesn't exist. Do I have an uncle named Bob? No, I don't. So it doesn't work. I mean, it works because there's no uncles named Bob. What did she? Halloween on a Friday is super creepy. Super creepy. What if it was Friday the 13th? What if, dude? Well, man, babe. What if Halloween? That would be a crazy year. What if Halloween, October 31st, lands on Friday the 13th one year? Think about it. Think about maximum scariness. That's the maximum. That's like the golden Halloween. You have your golden birthday. Golden Halloween will be when Halloween, October 31st, falls on Friday the 13th. That's going to be the day. When that Halloween happens, shut down Halloween forever. We have peaked as a society. Thank you for checking out the Sean Widmer podcast. Hopefully, your favorite 15-minute podcast. Let me see here. I want to see where the streak is at. The streak currently. Oh no, that's the wrong button. My mouse is like not. It's not sensitive. It's like herky jerky, and you move it, and it's like lags. It's very weird. So I don't love it, and I don't know why that is. I needed someone to like set up my computer for me. This is the 755th consecutive episode. That is, let me count it down. 5, 6, exactly. Hang on. Exactly. I gotta wait just a couple more seconds so we can hit it right on the head. Exactly 15 minutes long.